I still remember the sound. Not the music, not the laughter, not even the clinking of glasses from the anniversary toast. No, I remember the crack of my nose breaking under my husband's fist. 1 second I was standing beside him, trying to breathe through the humiliation. The next, I was on the floor, tasting blood and betrayal, while his mother stood over me like a triumphant judge. "You're the thief!" she had screeched minutes earlier, brandishing an empty velvet box as if it were evidence of my crimes. $20,000, a gold watch older than our marriage, and an accusation she delivered with perfect timing, right when every eye in that room was already on us. I didn't cry, not then, not when my husband stopped the celebration, not when he pointed at me like I was some stranger he'd caught sneaking through his drawers. But I remember the silence when I said I hadn't taken it, and how quickly that silence shattered when he swung. That was the moment I knew something had been wrong long before the watch ever disappeared. Back then, I loved him. I loved the soft way he laughed. I loved the warmth in his eyes when he told me I made him better. I loved the tiny promises, the kind that build a life. But I missed the signs. The way his mother watched me as if I'd trespassed into her bloodline. The way he mirrored her disapproval whenever he thought I wasn't looking. The way their voices fell quiet whenever I entered a room. And then the smallest things started vanishing. A bracelet, a ring, a perfume bottle his mother claimed I borrowed without asking. Little storms before the hurricane. Then I found the message. A single text on his phone, half deleted, but not enough. "She'll take the blame, she always does," his mother replied. "Good. After tonight, she's out of our lives." It wasn't about the watch. It was never about the watch. It was about removing me. I stared at those words so long my chest went numb. But I didn't scream. I didn't confront him. No, I went quiet. And in my silence, I found clarity. If they wanted a villain, I would give them one, just not the kind they expected. My plan began with a smile. The next morning, with my face bruised and my nose still bleeding, I filed a police report. Not against him hitting me. No, that would come later. First, I filed a report for a stolen watch. Her watch, the missing one. And then I gave the officers something my dear mother-in-law never expected. A recording. Her own voice. Her and my husband plotting to frame me. Calling me easy to break. Talking about teaching me a lesson. I had set my phone to record the night before the anniversary. A hunch. A quiet instinct sharpened by months of their games. When the detectives heard it, their faces changed. I saw it, that flicker of outrage dressed as professionalism. They thanked me, told me they'd handle it. But I wasn't finished. The climax came tonight, in their living room. They opened the door expecting tears, or begging, or an apology I never owed. Instead, they found 2 police officers behind me. I watched the color drain from my husband's face. Watched his mother clutch the back of the sofa as her voice cracked. The officers explained the charges: false accusation, evidence tampering, assault, conspiracy. Her watch wasn't stolen. It was in her bedroom drawer. The officers had found it during their search. When my husband tried to say it was a misunderstanding, they showed him the recording. His mother's voice played out loud, clear, sharp, cruel. I didn't flinch. I just stood there, letting them choke on their own words. My husband tried to reach for me. I stepped back. The officers handcuffed him first, his mother next. Her eyes went wild. "You won't survive without us," she spat. I smiled for the first time in months. I already have. The resolution? It's simple. The house is quiet now. My bags are packed. The divorce papers are ready. My nose is healing. My heart too, slowly but stronger than they ever imagined. Revenge didn't feel like fire. It felt like cold, clean air filling my lungs. I wasn't the thief. I was the woman who stopped letting herself be robbed. And as the door closed behind them tonight, I realized something. They tried to break me, but all they did was free me.